Hi guys, hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to cut and sew this shirt, or you can call it kaftan. So I'm going to sew hidden pocket on the two sides. If you are new here, you are welcome. Please subscribe and remember the notification bell. In that way you'll be notified anytime I upload a video. So as you can see, I arranged, and on the shoulder I'm going to sew extra on the shoulder. I have 8 inches by 25 inches. This is for the shoulder. I'm going to sew extra on the shoulder. I fold this way. You can see the way I fold, one part is longer than the other. The longer part is on the back and the shorter one is on the front. The measurement for the chest, or for the body, is 52 inches plus sewing allowance. I'm going to cut the sleeve. I fold into 2 and I fold again, so I have into 4. Sleeve is 22 inches. Round sleeve is 12 inches divided by 2 plus sewing allowance. So I'm going to sew this one on the round sleeve. Just pay attention to this part. So I'm going to sew this one as design on the round sleeve. So I place this way. After sewing on it, it's going to come up just like this. I'm going to iron gum stay on it, so you can see the way I cut the center. I'm going to cut for the pocket. I measure 7.5 inches. The full length for the pocket is 16 inches. This is into 4. So pay attention to this part, the way I trim for the pocket. So this is how it's supposed to be. So I'm going to have 4 pieces. I'm going to cut again. I'm going to cut this into 2 and the second one into 2. So I measure 7.5 inches, and a notch. I will do the same on this one. This few minutes to 1 midnight. So this is the following day. I have iron gum stay. So I'm going to fold into 2 and I will sew. After sewing, I will bring out the right side and iron. Going to iron. So I'm done sewing for one part, one sleeve. You can see the way it is, the way I sew it. So I'm going to stitch this way, just like this. I'm going to stitch down. It will come up like that. I'm going to do the same on the second sleeve. You can see the way I sew it first. After doing that, I will sew the same way I sewed the first one, the way I stitch on top. To come up like this. So I'm going to fold into two and sew. I will measure 12 inches divided by 2. I'm going to sew this way, just like this. I'm done sewing one part like this one. This is how it looks like. If you remember, when I started this video, I said I was going to sew on extra on the shoulder, so this is exactly what I'm doing here. I will sew this way. The long one is in between the short one. I'm done sewing. This is how it looks like. I'm going to notch the center before sewing the front on it. I'm going to sew the same way I sewed the back. I bring this way. I'm going to sew. I'm done sewing. I'm going to iron. This is the back. So I'm going to cut the neck line now. So I fold into 4. I first fold into 2 and I fold again. So this into 4. This is the front. I measure 2 inches. In the back I measure 3.5 inches. So neckline is 2.5 inches, and I'm going to cut back with 1/2 inch. Shoulder is 23 inches divided by 2 plus sewing allowance. Armhole is 11 inches. I mark just like this. I'm going to cut the front neck now. The front neckline, I measure 4 inches. After doing that, I'm going to mark from just 7 inches for flap. I'm going to sew button on the front. This is how it is. So this is the bias I'm going to use in turning the neck. I'm going to sew the neckline now. I'm done sewing the first part. So I'm going to top stitch. After sewing the first part, I'm going to top stitch. I'm done doing that. So I'm going to measure from shoulder down for pocket. So I'm going to place on it like this and sew 7.5 inches. I will do the same here, 7.5 inches, and on the back I will sew 7.5 inches, 7.5 inches. After finish sewing the flap, I'm going to fold into 2 to sew the side. fold into two. This is how it looks like. The pocket, you can see the way it is. Please pay attention to this part, the way I'm going to sew the sides and the pocket. So this is how I'm going to sew, just the way I demonstrate. I'm done sewing one side and I'm done sewing the second side, just like this, and I sew open on the side. So I'm going to sew the sleeve on the armhole now. I placed this way. I'm going to sew round. I'm done sewing the two sides, the sleeve, the pocket. This is the final look, guys. If you are new here, please subscribe and remember the notification bell. In that way you'll be notified each time I upload a video. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much. If you have any question concerning this video, please let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I will see you all in my next video.